Scott and Mary Alice, yes, and this is the third time in as many as 3 years that a local congressperson has introduced the Aaron Salter Jr. Responsible Body Armor Possession Act.
It makes me feel good that I'm not alone in this with the loss of Aaron.
Cashel Durham is the sister of Aaron Salter, the armed security guard inside the Tops that fateful day who died despite firing several rounds at the gunman, who was unscathed because he was wearing high-grade body armor. Today, Congressman Tim Kennedy said he would submit a bill named after her brother, which seeks a federal ban on the sale to and use of such body armor by civilians. But it's not a new idea. Here's Kennedy introducing the same legislation last year. Here's his predecessor, Brian Higgins, the year before, at which time Higgins conceded he was merely reintroducing a bill similar to one introduced in 2019, 3 years prior to the Tops shooting. Yet in all that time, and no matter which party was in charge of Congress, the bill has never made it out of committee.
The first thing I'd like you to address is your thoughts on why that is.
Yeah, first and foremost, unfortunately, I think it takes tragedies like the one that occurred here just 3 years ago to get people's attention.
Kennedy spoke for another minute and a half about what the bill would do and why he thought it was needed, without answering our question, even on our third attempt.
And that's the goal of this legislation.
Why it never seems to pass.
Well, I just got to the House a year ago. I co-sponsored this bill immediately. This year, I lead the bill.
Being cognizant, I assume, that it's never passed before, is there anything different this year that maybe you put in or took out thinking you can get something done here?
There's a minor technical change.
But the bill, he says, remains substantively unchanged.
The gist of this bill bans enhanced body armor, military-grade body armor, from being utilized by civilians.
Some opposition in the past has centered around the thought that civilians should be able to have the right to protect themselves by means other than exercising their right to bear arms. On your side in the studio, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.